Okay, welcome back to another Technique Thursday. We're going to change it up this week. We're not going to do too much striking. We're going to do a little bit of hair defense, right? Hair grab defense. So being that I have the more beautiful hair out of the two of us, right? Shut up, you long hair. No, you don't have to take it off. Okay. Okay, so Nick's here, he's going to grab my long luscious hair, right? Be careful, don't pull too hard. So one thing like this, whenever someone grabs your head, whether it be if you have a helmet on, if you have long hair like I do, right? They can pull, they can control you, right? And it's really hard to get a good striking, because if I were to go on a strike, all he has to do is just pull me forward or push me to the side. Anywhere he pushes my head, my body's going to follow. Right, so it's really important that first thing whenever someone grabs your hair, right, is you control their wrist. Okay, if you don't control their wrist, they control your head. If they control your head, they control your body. All right, so just to show this a little bit more accurately, right, Nick, try and punch me. I can't. You can't. Come on, try and punch me. Right, try and punch me. Right. So anytime someone controls your hair, or which means they're controlling your head, they control pretty much your whole body. So first things we want to do is when he grabs, I want to control his wrist. Now there's a few, I'm going to give you a couple different techniques with this one, all right? So you're going to get more than one technique. The first one is a striking one. Being that his arm is right here, I'm going to take my fist, or if you know, don't worry Nick, we won't hit you too hard, he's already bracing. I'm going to take my fist. If you haven't trained with striking with your fist, you take your palm or the edge of your palm, and you're going to strike in towards the top of this bicep right here in the middle. Okay, that's going to pretty much weaken his grip. From here, you go into different locking techniques. That's fine. We're not worried about that right now. I want to go from here. I want to strike here. So I'm kind of doing a double strike. I'm striking here, striking to his neck. I'm grabbing him by the shoulder, and I'm bringing in my knee. Okay, that's one way out of it. Okay, and that's probably the more preferred way without having to get too much into grappling or chin na, as we call in Kung Fu. Chin na is like joint seizing and control. So Nick grabs again. The next technique, and this is if you really can't get that strike in and you just kind of, you don't have a choice, right? So I'm going to grab his wrist. He's controlling me. I'm going to roll him over. Okay, I'm going to get my elbow over his upper arm, not over his lower arm, not just over his elbow. I want to get it all the way above his upper arm. He's grabbed my hair here, and I'm just going to bring him down. Okay, now I'm a pretty big guy, but just this weight and me controlling his elbow, and I have his wrist, I'm bending his wrist in, his fingers pointing towards him, and now I'm just going to put the pressure here, right? Nick, you want to get up? No? Okay, he don't want to get up. He can't really get up. They could try and fight it if someone's on drugs or if they're intoxicated. They may not feel this kind of pain, so you may have to snap it, or you may have to roll them in a little bit farther into the ground, kind of like you're pinning them against the ground here. And now I'm putting my palm right on that edge of that tricep. It's extremely painful, and it makes them not want to get up. Okay, you're not breaking the arm. You can break the arm. Just keep in mind, one, you really don't want to have to do that to someone unless you absolutely have to. And number two, it's not as easy to break an arm as you think it is. Just because you have someone in a inferior position doesn't mean that you're going to break it. So let's do that one more time. He grabs my hair. I grab the wrist. Okay, I might want to, if he's really strong, I might want to grab his wrist and more towards his elbow, right? Because I want to try and control his arm. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Here, I turn my whole body. I don't just try to turn his wrist, because that's not going to work. I want to turn his whole body over, and then I'm just going to lower him down. I can use my knee as a brace, bend his wrist. If he don't want to bend his wrist, just push your thumb in there. That's called the Ne Guan pressure point. It's secret Denmark technique. And we can just hang here. You can call for help, ask someone else to call for help, call 911, whatever you have to do. He's not going anywhere. If he wants to try and kick, that's not happening. If he's really aggressive, he's very strong, we just bring that into the ground, and he ain't going nowhere. Thank you, Nick. So that's it for Technique Thursday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That technique actually comes out of our women's self-defense program. It works for anyone. You don't have to be a woman. Nick has long hair. I have long hair, obviously. Don't laugh at that. He likes making ball jokes. He thinks he's slick. Anyways, we like to have some fun here. I hope you guys enjoyed the technique. Please train safely and wisely. And if you ever have to do this, just make sure you're very careful with your training partner, because these pressure points really do hurt. You really can't hurt your training partner. Be careful, be cautious. All right. Thank you, and we'll see you next one.